welcome back to MadMaxPodcast. I'm your host, Maxwell Lennox, and today I have my best friend, Leslie. Don't say Leslie.
I was gonna say
Leslie.
Don't call me Leslie.
She doesn't like that. Okay, first I want to start off do you know what rapid fire questions are?
Oh God.
Do you know
like fast?
So I'm gonna ask the question.
I gotta be loud and I gotta look at the camera.
So I'm gonna ask you the question and you have 5 seconds to just spit out
if I
an
don't
answer.
know the answer, that happens.
You fucking find one.
Okay.
So first would be celebrity crush.
Oh, Tyrese.
Oh, I'm telling Daniel.
He knows.
Oh, period. Favorite color?
Brown.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's a different.
Brown.
Never heard anybody say that's like pink or
I
like brown. Brown's actually a
Brown's
pretty color. I like that. Very unique, different.
Brown.
Pick a season. Even though we don't have any in Florida.
I guess winter.
Winter? Okay. I'm not a winter girl.
Ew, winter gave me vibes.
Wait, why?
The name.
Winter. Wait, who the fuck is Winter? What? Okay, another try.
I couldn't say summer, so.
I was like, who is Winter? I was like, the word.
Actually,
I thought it was someone on your team.
I have a story for that.
Okay, can't wait. I'm excited. Oh, okay. Dream job. Is what you're doing?
Sure.
Well, this is kind of like, I'm scared to even ask you this, but what would be your superhero name? Like, if you were a superhero, what would your name be? Would it be Bruce? No?
Hold on, I feel like I had something really good.
Okay.
Was this a rapid fire question?
No, we're done with rapid fire.
I was gonna say, that's pretty intense.
This is our icebreaker.
Oh, God. We broke the ice already.
Oh, we're breaking it again.
With our hands?
Yeah.
What would you should just answer these for me. I feel like you know me better than I know myself.
So, I feel like if you were a superhero, it'd be like something mega. I don't know why.
Mega, okay.
Like, not Megatron.
Not Megatron.
But something mega.
Mega? Then I have to be big.
No. No. Mega, like, you're powerful. Like,
okay. Mega.
Mega Boss.
Mega Boss.
I like Mega Boss. Or,
do you know how long it took me to come up with a name for my little shirt business? I can't come up with a name.
Yes, I remember.
That fast.
I helped you come up with a name.
You had to name it.
Or something like
Uniquely Leslie. That's my power.
I kind of like that. Or the Leslie the Destroyer. I like that.
What am I destroying?
Well, that's my follow-up question. What would your
Oh.
power be? Like, what would be one thing you would...
I was going to say something.
Sexual?
Like, no.
Okay. Like, what about reading minds? Like, you could read minds, you could have laser eyes.
I was going to say that I was going to, just take out some people. Just going to take them out. That's...
So, what's your power?
I don't know.
Alright. So, her name is Uniquely Leslie. And she is going to take out people.
Not on a date. We're not taking them
Not
out.
that on the date. She's going to destroy them. But I don't know how or what.
I can't tell you that.
That's actually smart. You can't tell them that because if you told them your powers, then they would know your move. Now you're one step ahead of everybody.
This is bad. The police are after me.
Wait, what? Are you high?
No. Okay, anyways.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now we're getting into some questions. Like, legit. Like, okay. Well, no, never mind. This one's, I feel it's going to be another one of these.
Oh,
If you could live in a fictional world, what would it be?
Valeris.
And why?
All day long. Because Rysand is there.
Don't know who that is, but I like the name Valeris. Like,
yeah.
That's what the world is called?
Yeah.
Okay, and what happens there?
Well, you'd have to read it.
Okay.
It's from Avatar.
From what?
Avatar.
Akatar. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But like,
so
is
it's the mountains, and it's like it's always nighttime there.
Okay.
So it's like dark and stars and mountains and
I like that vibe.
hot guys.
Okay. Are they human or are they non-human?
They're fairies.
I love that.
But
Why are you laughing? But they're fucking each other, huh?
yeah, but
Okay.
they're not like Tinkerbell fairies. They're
No,
like
they're like
big, muscly, delicious men that just happen to have like wings, so they can fly. But they
do
can
they have powers?
Yeah.
Why didn't you name one of them as like who your favorite?
Oh, I wasn't
Could've,
thinking about
yeah.
books. I was thinking you said superhero.
Well,
And then you said Marvel.
well, because you were like, so I was trying to give you some help on like.
Because I'm just not into like weird.
It is weird, and I'm sure it's.
That's
gonna
why I
be
said
fun.
my superpower would be just like taking people out.
Oh, now I'm catching on.
And then
you have to remember, I'm a little slow.
And then I was like, we probably shouldn't say all this on the internet. You know, like
Nobody knew or connected the dots, but now. But I still don't feel like they would because they don't know who we're talking. I would help you bury the bodies. Just saying. As long as you went with me to go take out.
Oh,
Yeah. Then we're on the same
we're
page.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the things. My whole book, right? That I wrote, which I need to remind me. No, don't.
Do you have one?
No. Yes, I will give you both of them. Just don't buy it, whatever. I'm out of copies of the first one, but I have a whole bulk of the first and the second.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If somebody orders it on Amazon, how do they get it? Do you have to physically send it?
No, Amazon does all that for me.
You send it to Amazon?
So Amazon actually.
That was
Yes,
so
no.
stupid to ask.
No. So what I do is I'm doing all the editing, the formatting, the creating my cover and all that, and I'm doing it all within KDP, which is Kindle Direct Publishing with Amazon. So I do all that. They then, once I get everything together, I submit it to them. They review it, make sure everything's okay, like there's no like copyright, plagiarism, or anything like that. And then they'll publish it for me on Amazon, and then my books are just in their warehouse. And when somebody buys it, they send it out. Do I get a lot of the royalties that way? No, unfortunately, because they take a huge part of the cost for printing. But it's the only
How many do
avenue.
they keep?
I mean, unlimited amount. You could buy. I don't have to pay. I'm not paying them anything. They do it. The thing is,
So if you wanted a copy of your book, like to have,
I only pay the printing cost. So like, I just bought a bunch of bulk for my first and my second, and I only paid $4 a book.
So couldn't you just do that and sell them?
That's why I buy them in bulk.
Yeah.
I just like. I tell people that I like know personally, like I make more off if you buy it from me.
Right.
And then like I just have it on Amazon, just trying to like boost it out there.
Well, people that aren't like
they don't.
super
Yeah.
exactly.
So, but yeah, that's
really cool.
Yeah, and I started doing this back in 2018 when I published 2 poetry books. Didn't have a clue what the fuck to do or how to do any of that. But now, like, as I've started doing it more, like, I know how to format a book myself. I know how to edit it. I know how to upload it, make my own cover designs. Like, I don't have to pay anybody anything to do that anymore. I mean, there are websites for that stuff, but now I do it all myself, and I'm not having to pay all the money to do it. So that's the kind of cool part. But my whole book is about me destroying homegirl.
Oh.
Yes. Because my book is actually my life.
I need to write a fucking book. I have some shit
You
to
do.
say.
You should.
I have
It's
a lot
very,
to say.
it's
Do you know? Do you know that one person that you're referring to in your book told me that I was going to write a book one day?
And you should.
She told me that right after Ileana died.
Okay.
After she told me to get over it. She told me that I was going to write a book one day.
Yeah, please, if you have a child out there that you've lost, get over it. Who says
get over it.
that?
Her and the other one. They could just gang up with each other.
Because they don't know what that. They could not fathom what that would be like.
No.
I couldn't fathom what that would be like, but I would never say that because I was.
Just get over it.
I probably would have.
Burn that bridge, she said. Burn that bridge, she said.
And it's burnt.
Burnt it.
Yeah. So, anyways, I fuck her up in those books. So.
Oh, that's a great idea.
It's very therapeutic. Honestly, I swear. When I first
My
started
problem,
it helped.
I'm not good with words like you are.
I think...
like, I'm not good with words.
I could ghostwrite for you. Do you know what that is?
No.
So, like, what you would do is you...
Hold on. You have a phone there and a phone there, and now I'm confused.
That's my social media phone. Like, for creating
I'm
content.
sorry, that just caught. I
I
don't know.
got 2 phones, one for the floor.
I was like, wait, how are we recording this?
Yeah, I have
Sorry.
2 phones that I paid for.
Bitch.
What?
Just, work things. Oh, something else. Okay.
So I could ghostwrite for you. Be your ghostwriter.
Ghostwriter. Go like Ghostwriter. Like the movie.
Yes. No. So you would tell me, like, you would give me a description of, like, what
I would have to. You already know. Just write the book.
No, I do, but would you want it in fiction or nonfiction? Because mine is very much fictionalized. It's fantasy.
Right. Oh,
Okay?
I see what you mean.
Mine is, like, if you read it, you're not going to go, yeah, wow, that's her story. You'd be like, oh. Like, the main character has powers. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what would you want it? And then I could totally write the book for you. And then you would obviously
Because people
read
do
it.
have writers, right? Like,
They're called ghost writers.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know that, but it's nice.
Yes.
I do now.
People get paid to do that. I would love to do that. But I actually just wouldn't want to make that a full time because
That's a lot.
that's a lot. Yeah.
And I can't,
But I could do that for you if you were serious about it, and I could edit it and format it and put it.
Also, I don't know that I have enough words, like enough things to say.
Well, if I'm writing it for you, you will.
I do have a lot of things to say, but a whole book worth.
I promise you, when you start going, it just flows.
I do have a lot to say.
But you would need to figure out if you're wanting it, like I said.
When am I gonna have time for that? That's the other option. I haven't read all week.
I know it is hard.
I really am.
I stay up really late through the night and write. That's how I do it. Like when I'm writing, like I'm actually on chapter 6 of my 3rd. This is the last one of this series, and then I'm done with that series, and then I think I'm gonna write a thriller novel maybe or something like that. But I really just wanted to tell my story in a fantasy. But I'm very imaginative. Like I love to be in like a.
I think if you would have told me that's what it was kind of about from the get-go, I probably would have already been reading it.
Well, I didn't really tell a lot of people.
And I wasn't reading either.
No,
I just recently started reading. I fucking hated reading.
I didn't want, not that I didn't want to, but when I was announcing it, like when I announced it on Facebook, there's people I don't want to know that because like the 3rd one, I'm gonna edit this out, goes into like details.
I'm chopping you up. I'm
yeah. So I didn't want people to be like, oh, who's she talking about? Like, who is that person? Like analyzing.
Oh, yeah.
But like, yeah, I probably should have told people. Like Susie and them, they didn't know that they were in my book. I never told them. I
didn't know they're in your book.
Yeah, so are you actually. It's like a whole thing. I know. It's like.
Who am I? What's my name?
Scar.
Ah!
No, I'm not kidding.
Wait, that's a really good name.
Her name is Scarlet, but she goes with Scar.
Period.
Yeah.
What's her superpower? Because apparently.
No, I'm the only one that has superpowers.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
I had to make it all about myself.
Wait, so what am I to you?
My best friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that. It was their first time hanging out.
And I fucking wrote you in my book. Yeah.
That's how you know you got a good friend. You don't need to
No.
hang out.
Like, no, I'm serious.
You don't have to see each other ever.
I don't feel like I'm that kind of friend anyways. Like, you know how some friends are like, I have to see you every single day.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're your fucking girlfriend or boyfriend.
Like, when we're...
I'm not like that.
No.
Like, we could go years without speaking or seeing each other and then see each other and I'm like,
period.
This is what the fuck just happened to me. Let me spill out thousands of,
no time has went by.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I'm like that with you. And I'm like that with my friend Carissa. Mm-hmm. Like, I could not see her for a decade.
I haven't talked to her in a hot minute.
I talked to her more, like, we text here and there or whatever, and then she did the podcast with me. But yeah, she's another one like that. Like we will pick up right where
She's
the
funny. She's a good time. She's funny.
Yeah,
I think that was one of my favorite podcasts.
Because we were talking
so
about
funny.
the church and just
Yeah.
I'm gonna have her back, I think, and do just like a crazy one, like just whatever. But
she's so funny.
Yeah. So, anyways, now you know.
Scar, love that.
Yeah. Don't buy the book. I will give it to you.
Oh, I was gonna say, why am I not buying it? I can buy
No,
it
I
for
will.
you.
I would probably have the. I think it's probably about 2 weeks. They take some time, but I'll have them in 2 weeks and I'll bring them to you. Okay.
Just don't knock on my door unexpectedly.
I will never do that again.
Just don't show up.
Even though you told me come over anytime.
Don't just show up.
Okay, that's why I talk. Okay. Who is the most influential person in your life as of right here today?
The most influential, as in like.
It doesn't matter. Just what is? I guess like is there someone who inspires? It could even be yourself. Is there someone who inspires you to like do better or
Myself, 100%.
Yeah, me too. No, I'm not. I'm not kidding. I feel like you and I have always looked to other people to like.
Yeah.
And now we're both like, no. I'm the one. I'm saving myself.
I've always been the one, and I didn't know it. So there's nobody I'm looking at to.
Yeah, we look to ourselves now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I was hoping you were gonna say that, so I threw that out there. I'm like, it could be you too.
There's a flame.
Oh,
did you see it?
No. Just all I saw was this.
It wasn't there.
Oh my.
Sick confetti.
Yeah, it was just like a gag gift.
Okay.
You know. So anything like that ever happened to you, or?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna have to be the one to give you your gift.
Clearly, I don't have fun friends.
Well, you haven't. Just gonna be honest.
They definitely weren't giving me anything fun.
No, they weren't. They're just giving you drama.
In judgment.
Yeah, I'm fucking annoyance. Ugh.
You're right about that.
You
You know what? Not to go on that topic.
Okay.
I have a good one.
Okay.
That fucking purse. It wasn't weird, but I still have it, and I should burn it.
What purse?
That purse that she gave me Christmas, that she got from upstairs, that was already gifted to her.
Oh, and then Daniel got a gift card that was. No, remember Daniel got a gift card that wasn't.
No, but it wasn't even
on there.
But there wasn't even a gift card. That's the thing.
Unbelievable.
She said, "What's your email, Daniel? I'm gonna send you a gift card." It was like they forgot.
Oh, fuck you. Okay, what is it?
Oh, they're coming over for Christmas.
Unreal.
Oh, here's that. Let me go upstairs really quick.
Oh, let me go find a purse from 1980.
Here's this purse that I didn't like that my husband gave me.
That
so
is unbelievable. I mean, I don't even need anything at this point.
just
don't be weird about it. Don't bring it up.
Dude,
Let's just.
fucking weird.
Who is someone you wish was still around? This could be someone who is dead or alive.
Oh, my daughter, probably. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a feeling. I mean, obviously, that would be your number one choice.
I just want to know, like, when I die, I think about this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is she going to be a baby still? Like, does time go on if there is a heaven and a hell?
Yeah.
And I do find myself questioning that a lot. Like, the older I get,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, is there a heaven? Do I go to heaven? Is that a thing?
Right.
And, like, is my baby going to be there?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's, like, the thing that I want to know.
Yeah. I think that's the $1 million question in life is like, what is beyond? Not, I don't know. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
You really don't know.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what I have a hard time with too.
And it's scary.
I hope my mom is there. I'm kind of like you. Like, I hope my mom greets me
Right.
when I.
But I want her to be the mom that I remember, not like whenever you die. She's gonna be
Just a fucking bulb. Like.
Like, what
We'll be bulbs together.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure. What would you want? Okay. What would you want? Would you want her to be the baby?
So I would. Okay. So years ago,
Mm-hmm.
up until recently, and I think this also comes with, like, age.
Okay.
I would want her to be a baby. Like, I would want my baby, right?
Yeah.
But the older I get and the more, like, my kids grow up, I feel like I want her to be, like, where she would be.
Yeah.
Naturally.
I get that.
In life. Like, I want to see how old would she be? I don't even know. I have to, that's another fucking shitty part. I have to actually sit here and, like, count fucking years of how old she would be.
Would she be, Daniel, Bubba was before. She was after Bubba, right?
She would be 13. 13.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you obviously probably, in your mind now, try to picture, like, what would my baby look like now, today?
And, like, judging from, like, her baby pictures, I imagine her being, like, just like Daniel, being, like, darker and having, like, dark black hair. But then my mom shows me pictures of me when I was a baby, and, like, Daniel was bald, didn't look like whatever. And I actually was the one who had, like, dark black hair. And then I think that's common with blondes. Like, they have darker hair when they're born, and then, I don't know. But anyways, I'm like, would she have dark black hair? Would she be blondie?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. Not weird. I think that's very valid.
So at that point, I wouldn't fucking know who she was.
You're saying, I feel like,
I wouldn't, that's so sad.
I don't think that. I don't know if she would be a baby or if she would continue to progress on in the whatever is beyond, whether that's heaven, whether that's we actually are in another dimension. Because
like on Mars or something?
No. Let me tell you something. Tell me why. Where do we go when we, like, legitimately, where do we go when we fall asleep? What's happening in that time frame?
Yeah.
Our brain is still, like, completely jumbled and going. Where are we? Is there another place beyond this one that, like, we're just in this vessel for now, and then I don't know.
But I do some weird shit in my dreams, so if I'm doing this
I have some crazy dreams that come true. So then my thing is like, is this vessel just an experience to a whole different level of consciousness somewhere else? Yeah. And if that's the case, and my thing is yes. I think whether she's a baby or she's 26 years old, you're going to know who your daughter is.
Sadly, though, I don't have a lot of dreams about her. I don't dream about her often at all, which is also very strange.
Did you in the beginning?
Oh, for sure, in the beginning. But I think it's that lack of relationship. Like, she was 3 weeks old, so not having that relationship with her, forming that bond over time, it's like, I don't know what I would dream about. Like, what I would, it's very strange. It feels like a whole nother fucking life I lived. Like, I don't even, like, remember that life. Like, it's weird to think about.
Yeah.
Very strange.
I think, too, as time goes on, because when my mom died, like, obviously this is totally different, but I dreamt about her a lot when she had first died, and now I find myself sometimes like,
oh fuck, what happened?
Wait, why am I not dreaming about her anymore? Or like,
it's like, because time passes and like so much shit goes on in your life, and on a day-to-day basis, it's almost like too much. It's almost like a protection. Like, it's almost like, that's why they say time heals, because so much time goes by that unfortunately you get to a point where you're just like, you can't even get back there.
Like, if I continued doing that, I would probably be so debilitated.
Oh, for sure.
So it's almost like your body and your mind just shuts down.
It's the same thing with, like, any major thing that happens in your life at all. Like, major, like, relationships that end and things like that. Like, I can't wait for that fucking day.
I know.
To just be like, I mean, I get there and then we come, like, 65 steps back.
Healing is not linear. It takes time, and it's to each their own. Like, whether it takes you another week or another 5 years, like,
I think it's like different seasons too. Like, and maybe that's why I really love, like, winter time, is it really brings me back to those days and those times.
Okay.
Like, and that's a really big thing with Starbucks. That might make me sad. So we weren't supposed to cry on this. That's the thing.
Okay.
We weren't supposed to cry on this.
It's okay if you do.
So she was born in November. And so they had me at the hospital from like October to whenever.
Right.
Until I had her. And it was in Tennessee. So it was cold and it was dreamy, and I was in downtown like Nashville. You kidding me? Which I could never go to Nashville ever again.
Don't blame me.
But so they put me in like almost like a Ronald McDonald house type of thing to stay until I had her, and they let me go like full term until I went into labor naturally.
Yeah.
And so it was just so beautiful. Like it was just such that Christmassy like vibe. It was like a dream. And I would go to Starbucks and I would get a peppermint mocha, and it was such a unbelievable experience because my pregnancy was normal. Like I carried her completely normal. I mean, we had a shit ton of doctor appointments checking on her and everyone. They were like, she's gonna die. But other than that, I mean, I cared. Like, my pregnancy was great, whatever. I went into labor naturally with her, all the things. And then, so it was just such a memorable moment. So, like, when it is cold outside, or even, like, going to fucking get coffee or going to Starbucks, it's like it, like, puts me right back there. Like, you know how smells and taste and, like, all those things really bring you back? Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's like a big reason why like there's a lot of little things that I do that I don't think I realize why I do them until I say them out loud. Like even like my Christmas decor and like stuff I put up around the house is always that like it's not like loud and like colorful. It's always that like super like
just
crisp,
comforting.
It's such a like
elegant almost
vibe.
Yeah.
And I think that's why. I think same thing with like fucking bagels and like cream cheese. So weird. When I stayed at the Ronald McDonald House, they always like had Panera and like places like that would donate to like these hospitals or whatever. So they would donate to. I call it the Ronald McDonald House because that's the only thing I know that's comparable for people to understand. But it wasn't. It was like that, and it was called something different. Any fucking noise. So they would always have in the morning. They'd have like Panera bagels and cream cheese, and so like just little things.
Yeah.
Like little things that I do still.
It just
carries
puts
that
me
right back there.
Yeah.
So then, like I have moments where I'm like way more sad than others, and it's mainly around like the holidays. So
no, I get that.
She was born the day after Thanksgiving that year, and she died 5 days before Christmas.
That's
so like even like Mariah Carey, like the Christmas music, like all I would they would ask me, what do we want to put like music on in the like when she was dying? They literally asked me, they were like, do you want to put music on? Like they were expecting me to say something like fucking sad or whatever, and I was like, Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. And we had that playing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So like when people like talk shit about Mariah Carey in that song, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah. I would never say anything bad about that.
Not
I don't have a problem with it.
But like just certain things that like people don't have those connections with, and it's like so wild to have a connection with that to that.
I don't think that's wild. I think that's cool. Not cool. I don't know what the word would be, but I think maybe more so comforting that you still can have a piece of that time, even though it was probably absolutely unbelievably gut-wrenching.
I think the hardest part is like none of it being in my control, and the fact that if I talk about it now, I will say that I was naive. I will say that I was so young and so naive that I didn't take it seriously. I truly put everything in God's hands. And I've never once like blamed God or been like, you took my baby, like none of that. But I had so much faith that she was coming home.
It was almost like you were not listening to what they were saying.
I didn't think about it. I didn't care. They told me that I should get an abortion, like when I was like very early. Well, I found out at 20 weeks.
Okay.
So at 20 weeks, it's a pretty good sized baby. When you find out the gender. So when I went to find out the gender, they didn't even tell me the gender. They just were like, her heart is whatever. So that is it started there. But I was no. Like I literally was like, no, she's fine. She's gonna be fine.
Right.
Didn't want to hear it. They thought I was stupid. Like they would call me into like a room, like a conference setting, and talk this out. And I'd be like,
I don't care.
You're gonna just do what you need to do. And they're like, the odds of like a baby or even a toddler or even an adult who has what she has surviving is like 0.1 maybe, if that. And I'm like, well,
do you think you would have done things differently?
I'm glad that I do feel like everything happens for a reason, but I wish that I would have done things differently in the sense of like mentally, I guess, because when she died, it was so abrupt,
and you were not.
I wasn't prepared.
You were kind of like
I wasn't prepared.
Walkers, like she's still coming home.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared.
Okay,
and then like even Daniel and I, we were so unprepared by that we were in so much shock that we left. Like she died in my arms. And immediately after, and when I tell you she died, like I had to watch her take her last breath. Like she was gasping for air.
Oh my God.
And it was like, and I was screaming, and I was like, God, please. I'm like, please. Like I'm thinking some miracle's gonna happen, and she's gonna be like, oh, breathing on her own, because they were turning off life support. And I'm like screaming at God, do it. You said you were gonna do it. Like you said you were gonna, like, what? What do you mean? So they asked me, they were like, okay, so first of all, her chest was still open from her surgeries. They never were able to close it. So they were like, we'll get everything out and sew her up and all the things, and then would you like to hold her? Like without all the tubes and wires, and you know, she was intubated, take all that out. And I was like, no. No. They're like, well, you can dress her, and we can do, you know, they had a photographer there to take like photos for me, which I didn't really do doing. Like it wasn't like I paid somebody. But I'm glad I have them now, because I have so many pictures that I don't even fucking know how I got them. Like I don't even remember a person being there.
Right.
But I literally looked at her and I was like, I don't want to play dress up.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't want to play dress up. And we left. When I tell you, within, I would say 20 minutes
of her passing,
we were in the car.
I probably would have done the same.
But then after was worse, because it just hit me and I was like, oh my God. And we lived like 4 hours away. So when we left, it was so traumatic. When we left, we had to go to the Ronald McDonald House. We had to pack our things. I was pumping because they told me that whenever, you know, she could come home, or whenever she was able to actually like eat or whatever, that they would be able to like give her my milk. And so I was pumping every 2 hours. So in this freezer, in this little apartment, I had like an entire freezer full of milk, and I just started dumping it in the garbage. All of it. I just started dumping it in the garbage, packing my shit, and then we jumped in the car and left. And I think about an hour in, I was like, what did we do? I was like, wait, what did we do? I was like, where's my baby? What are they going to do with her? I'm like, what are they going to do with her? That, I think, is what, like, kills me the most to this day. I'm like, I just left her.
No.
And, like, what the fuck do they do? You know?
You were literally so young, and like that's traumatic. Like you can't hold that. Because I feel like anyone in that situation at your age, and doing it alone, because your mom wasn't there. No offense to her.
So she was watching Daniel,
Okay.
So she had Daniel, but it was too hard on her. So she didn't want to come to the hospital.
Again, you were
alone. Yeah.
And I feel like your body just reacted to a
and it was postpartum, right? Like I was 3 weeks post baby.
Yeah.
Who no longer has her baby.
Right.
So like
you were running off of adrenaline.
Yeah.
So you can't. Obviously you're gonna feel how you feel. It's valid, but
it's still very, very strange. I had always said I just wanted a normal birth and a normal like time in the hospital where all these moms are like, you know, you have breakfast the next morning and it's just a super precious moment. You're bonding with your baby, yada yada. And so she was like, well, come over. And she was kind of like a big part of it too, of like, you just need to leave, let them do what they need to do, take care of her, you know, very just like pushing me. I'll make you breakfast. Okay. So I went over there and I just remember feeling like this, just like completely just fucking in a weird zone. And she made me breakfast and said that I could stay there. We stayed there. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't even remember why. But now I'm thinking, like, were we living there?
I thought so because y'all had just like she moved you down here.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have had a baby if we were living with her.
Makes sense.
You know, like I don't know. I don't remember. All I remember is that maybe we were living there. We wouldn't have brought home a baby to her house. I know we would not have done that. I think that
I swear I thought you
we were living there at one point.
Okay.
But we didn't live there when I was pregnant, and we didn't live there anyways. I think that it was like, you know where we were? Do you remember those? I know where we lived because I remember her nursery. We were over by off of 50, and I don't even know how I can describe to you where it was at. It was called Gustav Street or something, and it's here in town, over by the CVS. You know the CVS on 50?
Yeah.
So across the street, I'm really bad at directions. Anyways, we live there.
I know exactly what you're talking
about. Not the big pink ones, but the ones right behind it. It was a really nice, they were brand new at the time.
Oh.
And it was like a townhouse. They were connected.
Oh, okay.
We lived there.
Oh.
I remember that. I was so unwell mentally, and I don't think I fucking realized. And then Ava. Thank God for Ava. The only one who came home from the hospital. Wild ride.
Yeah, I've said it before and I'll say it every time. You're one of the strongest people that I know because
it's crazy.
That is unimaginable.
It's another life. Like even the stories, like it's a whole nother life. It's weird. It's weird. And then like we were so traumatized by all that, you know, and she's like, get your tubes tied.
Oh, I remember this.
Get your tubes tied.
I remember this.
You're getting your tubes tied. And I was like, okay. So I did.
Yes, mommy.
Yeah. So I did. And then
got him reversed.
Paid $5,000.
And she was pissed.
Pissed.
Do you remember that?
I think I lied. I don't think I told her.
I thought you did.
I think I lied.
Or maybe you were telling me. I think it was you were telling me that she had pressured you into doing it, and this is when I had first started going, something's not right here. Because I was fresh out the penitentiary with the other one. So I was like, fucking rebel, let's get out of there. But yeah, no, maybe you were telling me, like, if I do this, she's going to be livid.
How would I tell her? Okay. I was not allowed to have other friends. I was not allowed to get a job. I was not allowed to parent my children. Like, I wasn't allowed to go where I wanted to go. That was a goal. It was a goal. It wasn't a friendship.
We were in a goal.
We were.
And you know,
two of them for me.
You know, it's crazy.
Maybe two, I guess.
Yeah. But I used to say that.
Joking.
No. I was out of it, and I would say it. I'd be like, we were in a cult. We are like trying to tell you that you're still in it.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, no, we're not.
No, because I think in my head, right, when you think of cult, you think that you're like fucking doing some weird trippy shit, right? Like I think that you're doing like that mother god thing, right?
I would have been in that.
I know you would have. But that's what I picture.
Okay.
Well,
I was in that.
you were.
But that was happening. I mean, it was happening.
I mean, but I had the same kind of shit though growing up. That was very like that. Like very like that.
So we've been in a cult.
Yeah.
Multiple.
Yeah. So I think a good friend
would not be in a cult.
Would like not take everything that like I say and do like super personal.
Right.
Like you and me vibe so well, I think because you know what I've been through.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't know.
Just one. Who's at my house?
Because I want to know.
Why do you want to know?
Because
It's my boyfriend. What? Are you? Yeah.
Serious?
Dead serious. Are you mad?
Oh,
Why? I just told her that my boyfriend's here and she's pissed.
You said what?
She said, who's at your house? She heard you shut the door. She said, who's at your house? I said, my boyfriend. She gets up, I'm going to tell Chloe. She's pissed. So I'm pretending. What? Why do you, first of all, how is it any of your business?
no. Wait, I know
Who do you think it is? It is my boyfriend.
who's shooting it.
Because y'all be in my business too damn much.
There ain't no man here, I promise.
Promise ain't no man.
Unless he's hiding upstairs, I don't know.
He's waiting for a ride home.
Mom, is
Okay.
her kid there?
Good, because no, we're filming a podcast. No kids.
Is it still recording?
Yeah. All right, well, let me finish, okay?
Love you.
Love you. I'll be there soon.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Insane in the member. So I'll just finish out with one last question and then we can wrap it.
You made the mistake of asking the question of bringing somebody back from the dead.
No, I thought that was really beautiful.
So that's where we got wrapped
No,
up.
I like that. That's what
We were
a
supposed to have a funny
that,
podcast.
okay.
It's fine. I loved it.
That's what a podcast is. You like this person that has no blood relationship. Like,
how would I tell her?
what was wrong with us?
I don't know, dude.
I feel like
And then God was like, we ain't giving you no more. Because here we are. I swear to this day, I'm going to be 40 and I'm going to get pregnant and I'm going to be pissed. I don't want to know. Fuck that.
I would love if you got pregnant again, but
You
I get
keep
it.
saying that.
I get that you would not want to be 40 and pregnant, but I would be thrilled if you got
I
pregnant.
can't
again.
imagine how spoiled that baby would be. Just thinking of all my kids being fucking grown.
So spoiled.
It'd be like starting over. But it would
But
be
different. Yeah.
Because I'm older and more mature.
Yes. Get on it. I would, please, because like,
I please him because I don't know what to tell you about that.
well, maybe you're, it's not like saying you want it, so then it's not happening, like manifest it, you know?
Yeah, I get you, but at the same time, I think that like freshly within like this past 2 years has been where it's literally been this past 2 years that I've finally been in a place where I'm like,
You don't want anymore.
I finally have found myself.
Yeah.
Outside of my husband, outside of my children, outside of people, I
Yeah.
finally know who I am and don't give a fuck about what people care about. Like, I just don't care
Mhm.
what people think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fine.
Right.
Sorry. It sucks for you. Pretty cool. She was so popular and everybody loved her, and so she embarrassed me in front of the whole Sunday school. This was when we were at the old New Life and that
Yes.
over there. What is it now? What is it?
It's a, I don't know. I've been there once. Not in the church. I picked somebody up from it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just acted like
Never step foot in there. I swear. It's okay. He's dead. It's alright. I forgive you.
Sorry, a little trauma from the Colts coming
Oh my
up.
God. It's okay. What made us talk about that? What were we talking
I
about?
don't even know. I asked you what good friends would do.
No,
We have just no.
I don't know how we got there. What were we talking
But
about?
you do know that.
I went. He's a boy. I don't know what you say. Leading Sunday school.
Reading Sunday school.
Leading Sunday school.
And living a secret life.
Secret double life. What is that? I've been staring at it this whole time.
What is what?
The purple thing.
An ab workout that I clearly don't use, but
Is it one of those?
yeah.
I would love to see that.
Okay, I'll show you. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks.
We'll see you next time.
Peace out.
Bye.